Alright, so we last time we did production and cost. So we looked at the production side, we looked at the production function, we looked at the cost side. Yeah, we talked about the marginal analysis. So only the questions are remaining. I'm supposed to look at some questions, tackle them and see on how best we can answer those questions. Yeah, though I'm doing this deliberately. So I'm keeping this for next month, so that my target is we finish the notes, and that's so that when we start looking at the questions, it becomes consistent. Every day we're just looking at the questions, so that by the time we are ready to, or by the time we approach the exams, or by the time we write the exams, we don't end up forgetting these things. So that's the logic. So you might be wondering as to why we've not yet started looking at those questions I've been talking about. After thinking about it critically, I came to realize that people tend to forget really about some certain things, especially when getting close to exams due to pressure and all those things. So if we can reserve these questions for that period, it will be easier, because people won't forget. So let's say 2 months or a month before the exams, we just concentrate on the questions. So the assumption is that by that time we should finish the notes completely, so that when we start looking at the questions, we don't have to go back to the notes and do those things. So today we are going to carry on with market structure. We're going to start this new topic, market structure, which depends on the production and the cost, which we did last time. Yeah, really. So every time we're talking about market structure, we are just talking about the composition of a given market. By composition, I mean how many participants are there, how many sellers are there, how many consumers are there. Are the producers price takers or price makers? And how do producers maximize their profit in this particular market? So when you're talking about market structure, we talk about things like perfect competition, we talk about things like monopoly, we talk about things like oligopoly, we talk about things like oligopolistic market, those things. So those are the things that we'll be looking at in this particular session, and I suppose even the next one, because it's a bit long. Yeah, it's a bit long. So every time we're talking about market structure, we are just talking about one, the number of firms operating in this particular type of market. How about the consumers? How many consumers are there? Do consumers have power to bargain the price, or maybe consumers are forced to take the price as given by the seller? Yeah, those things. So there are about roughly there are about 4 types of market structures. So there's what we call perfect competition, there's what we call monopoly, there's what we call monopolistic competition, and there's what we call oligopoly. So we are supposed to understand these. We're supposed to understand these. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's with market structure. So there are about 4 common ones, or 4 important ones. perfect competition, monopoly, or monopolistic, and oligopoly. So now I want us to understand these like one by one, you know. But for now, I'll just introduce them, and then later on, we are going to really get a clear understanding of each one of them, because you find that under perfect competition there are calculations, there are graphs, there are assumptions. Yes, under monopoly the same applies. There are graphs, there are calculations, there are assumptions. Under monopolistic competition the same. Under oligopoly, actually if it's oligopoly, there are three more types of oligopoly. There's Bertrand, there's Connaught, there's, what's the third one? I've forgotten. Yeah, so we find that under oligopoly there are other branches. So we'll try to move as usual normal pace. Yeah, but we'll try to